A great escape. When you're feeling life's resistance, take a trip and get some distance. Ignoring it would be neglective, so make a chance to gain perspective. Your worries can be left behind. With time and space you will unwind. Your heart knows what you need to do. A great escape is by canoe. Your craft awaits you on the strand. Her hull rasps softly down the sand. Till friction's grasp has been defeated, the gravity eases, the launch completed. And now afloat she comes alive, and quickly spirits start to rise, her nimble movements in the flow, the lapping sound upon her bow. The bank it swiftly does retreat, unconscious rhythm your paddle beats. Boulders approach, it hurts to see, you squint to try and spot the V's. Rock silhouettes you just make out, like hippos in the falling light. Or kiss perhaps, maybe that's better. You'd kiss a hippo, don't buy it dinner. With bolder garden guards repelled, your honour intact, right way up upheld. It's time to find a place to sleep, a grassy spot and not too steep. With dead wood to burn and panoramic, and trees correctly spaced to hammock. A perfect place that's oh so rare, a location that you'd never share. But now leg cramp begins to bite, and day gives up the fight of the night. You see your standards sharply drop, so you'll consider any spot. Boggy ground with fallen trees, anything to appease the knees. Resident toads can be displaced, and they'll be back in any case. You pick yourself a grubby hovel, the prickles put up quite a struggle. You beat them back and clear the scrub, with payments made by way of blood, and pitch your hammock along a ditch, the ends secured by trucker's hitch, to the strongest points that you can see, a sapling and a long dead tree. You process lots of soggy wood, and soon your camp is looking good. Through streaming eyes you do admire your niche well carved, alit by fire. So now you make burnt offerings. You burn them with your favourite things, a firebox and a folding pan, a tripod and a billy can. With shelter built and hunger bested, your mind is free to get reflective. You sing and uke beneath the trees while lounging by the bush TV. The silence marred, you once enjoyed, perhaps you're screaming at the void. You stay until the embers dwindle, your mind resets, your world rekindled. Then nature breaks its peaceful hush with rustles from the underbrush and shrieking cries that now grow near and fill your ears with screeching fear. You wonder if it's deer or fox. Your sleeping bag becomes Fort Knox with all the safety that's implied, if only you could get inside. Before you struggle into bed, you look for branches overhead. Is this a risk you wish to take? Deadfall does a widow make. The stars are out, you're halfway in. Despite all of your struggling, you spot the North Star and Big Dipper and bounce your bum to close the zipper. But slowly things begin to slump, as sapling bows before the stump. Until you meet the earth's embrace, the tarp now rests upon your face. The ground is soft, your bunk is stable, in fact you're really comfortable. Your mattress made of rotten wood promises a sleep so good. So pray your noises don't excite the nameless horrors of the night, whose wilderness you do intrude, and only look at you as food. You drift off to the land of Z's, and leave the wild cacophony, whose untamed sounds mix with your syncopated rhythmic snore. Then suddenly you are awoken, adorned in part with nature's tokens, things you'd like to not admit. The grub found in your moist armpit, and sitting up you see you're blessed. A giant toad jumps off your chest and oddly makes you think again about the movie Alien. So now it's time to head back home. You've exercised your right to roam. Those things that used to give you pause are now reduced to background noise, like bills to pay, a house to clean, the need to worship all the screens. Resigned to humdrum pitter-patter, you crave to hear your loved one's laughter. You leave a piece of sanity. It's safe here with the wilder things. It's bloodied, scared and in a ditch, yet somehow leaves your soul enriched. To those who think this sounds adverse, you've stabilised your universe, increased the sum of all your parts, and returned home with happy heart.